Hi, my name is Jennifer Cooper of JKC Mobile Notary, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be about how to stay healthy on the road. This is for people who spend a lot of time in their cars for their business, either for their job or for their business. I'm a mobile notary, which means I am on the road quite often. My husband works for an insurance company, but his area that he covers for training goes from the Central Valley where we are all the way up to the Oregon border and beyond sometimes. So he spends a lot of time in his car too. And there are a lot of people besides truck drivers that spend a lot of time in their vehicles. So today I want to talk about ways that we can stay healthy, avoid the convenience trap, both physically and mentally, and overall, how to stay healthy while on the road. So if you're interested, I'm glad you're here. If you're ready, let's go. Hi, it's Jen, and I'm so glad that you guys are here. I'm excited about this topic because I've learned a lot about it over the last almost 2 years that I've been a mobile notary, and I want to share it with you because I think that it's something that we might not realize there's a solution to, how to stay healthy on the road. I am going to focus a lot on food and eating, but there's also a couple other things about our skin and our sleep and our physical health besides food. Not a lot. There is an article down below that has 14 ways to stay healthy on the road. And that's really talking about traveling outside of your area. You're not coming home at night, those kind of travels. I really want to talk about your day of being mobile and coming home at night. So the first thing I'm going to go into is hydration. Okay. Summer, winter, fall, spring, it doesn't matter. Your hydration is incredibly important. And so I really try to stay away from water bottles, like disposable water bottles. The one-use water bottles, they are destroying our planet, so I try not to use them. If that's your thing, that's your thing. If you're using a reusable water bottle, the other thing to do is map out where you can refill it. This might be the same place you choose to use the restroom when you're on the road, right? There are a couple convenience stores that I prefer to use the restroom at. That might be a whole nother video, where to use the bathroom when you're on the road, but they will let me fill up my water bottle for free just to be a, paying consumer. I might buy a thing of gum or some breath mints or something like that, but I don't spend a lot of money. I don't buy food or drinks. I'll refill my water. Another thing, if you're not a giant water drinker, try infused waters. There are water bottles on the market. I'll see if I can find one. I'll link it down below, that you can load up with fruit and then ice and water, and then you have like a fruit flavored water throughout the day. There's also all different kinds of hydration things that you can add to your water that make it more impactful, but staying hydrated is incredibly important. And listen, I'm not knocking your cup of coffee in the morning, but 1 or 2 cups and then back it up with a ton of water. It's going to help your skin. It's going to help your hunger. It's going to help a lot of things. So hydrate yourself is my first tip. My second tip is to plan ahead. Now, this is talking about food, okay? I fully appreciate the convenience of being able to go into the drive-thru or convenience store and get my breakfast, lunch, maybe dinner. But it is the unhealthiest way for you to eat, especially with all of the driving, sitting down, possibly you're going from your car to somebody's I'm going from my car to somebody's table and back to my car and to somebody's table. It's a lot of sitting, right? So how we eat can help make us more productive, healthier, make our brains work better. I mean, the benefits are outrageous. Making stuff from home is always going to be better than buying stuff from a drive-thru. So my point is planning ahead. So if you know that you're going to have a crazy day, you know that tomorrow I am going to leave this house at 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm not going to be home until 7 o'clock at night. You need to plan ahead for you on the road. And if you're the person that makes dinners, you need to plan ahead for dinners at home. And maybe your partner's going to help with that so that you don't have to worry about it. Maybe you use a crock pot. Maybe you use something in the Instapot that takes 5 minutes. I don't know. But let's talk about you being on the road and planning ahead. Plan your meals. Plan your breakfast, plan your lunch, and plan snacks. Snacks that are going to be beneficial to your body, to your brain. throughout the day. So that big one for me is nuts. Nuts are going to help. They're healthy fat that helps your brain, and they help fill you up. So try to go for a variety of nuts, berries, some fruit. You can pre-pop air popcorn and have it in, you know, a container or something in your car for a snack. That's not a bad one either. For lunches, there are special tools you can use for hot lunches so that you can heat them up in your car. You don't have to look for a microwave, and it's going to take a little longer to heat up, but it can heat up metal containers, plastic containers. It doesn't matter. You plug it into a cigarette lighter in your car. And also there's lots of tools to keep your food cold as well. And a lot of that stuff are from Amazon that I talk about in my blog post. They're going to be linked down below as well. So that's the second tip, right? Is get supplies. It's just going to make your life easier. It really is. The other one is that you could also plan on getting lunch from specific kinds of grocery stores, like a Whole Foods that has a whole buffet of generally pretty healthy meal choices. There's a salad bar. There's lots of things that you can do for lunch that's reasonably priced, and it's going to be still better than doing drive-through. So there's that option. Okay, getting away from food, I want to talk about, for breakfast. If you're having to eat breakfast on the road, the two things I think work great. You're not really supposed to be eating while you're driving, so things that aren't going to be complicated are breakfast burritos and breakfast sandwiches, which you can make at home, guys. Or you can buy and warm up at home. You don't have to make everything from scratch. That's not what I'm suggesting. I'm suggesting you make it at home, plan it from home, and then move forward that way. So those are the two that would work the best. Or a protein shake. A breakfast protein shake would also work really well as a breakfast option from home while you're on the road. Okay, away from food for a minute, and let's talk about our skin. Okay, if we aren't aware already, the fact that we're sitting in a car for the most of the day puts us at much risk of having skin cancer or skin issues as somebody who's working outside all day. The thing is, it's very specific. It's our face, it's our chest, and it's our left arm, because that's the one that's closest to the window. It's very important that you use sunscreen on all of your exposed parts. Your face, your chest, women specifically, the décolleté, yeah. I didn't do that for years. I've just started, and you can see it. I'm a little late to the game, right? That's like that year round because of never having worn sunscreen there before. And I haven't done a good job of my arm. Even if I did, I'd still get some color because it's a lot of driving with my arm at the window like that. But it's very important that you wear sunscreen, men and women. You should be using a high enough SPF that as the day goes on, it will still be effective without having to reapply, right? For my décolleté and my arms, I use 100 SPF, and for my face, I use 55, plus all of my products have SPF in them. So my face SPF is not nearly as effective at the end of the day as my chest and my arms are. But it's incredibly important, guys. It's incredibly important to keep your skin healthy. There are many, 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 many reports of people that have gotten skin cancer literally on this side of their body, because this is what gets the most sun, right? So their face, their ears, their neck, the back of their neck, their chest, their arms, their hands. It's a thing. So protect your skin. Protect your skin for skin cancer, but also protect your skin so we can stay looking young and youthful as long as possible, right? So that's a big one. This other one I don't think you guys need to know, and the reason that it's important is it's going to help with your overall well-being during the day, is dress per the season. Don't wear wool slacks in the middle of July. You're going to sweat your butt off, and you're going to lose electrolytes, and you're going to get dehydrated. Dress per the season. In the cold, wear warmer clothes. In the heat, wear lighter fabrics. Dress per the season. It's going to help your overall feeling of comfortability and help keep you balanced in this crazy weather patterns that we're having in every season. So it shouldn't be something I need to tell you. I think we do it automatically, but if you aren't aware of it, if you're wearing a jacket as a man or a blazer as a woman and it's 115 outside, perhaps switch it out for something really lightweight. You know what I mean? So it just helps you stay hydrated, stay comfortable, keep your electrolytes in, all of those things. It'll just help you overall. And then the last thing I want to talk about is your physicality. You're being physical. I know how busy mornings can be. I know how tired we are at the end of the day. The idea of working out for me after I get home, it's not going to happen. I have to get up early. On some days, incredibly early to get my workout in. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. I don't really care who you are and what you do. You need to have some version of physical activity. And if you don't have a daily workout and you do something else and you play racquetball 3 days a week, or you go walking every night with friends, it doesn't matter what it is, as long as you are physically active. And during the day, if given the opportunity, take some time to move your body in a way that you're not used to. From driving to sitting at a conference table, walking back to your car, those things are happening. Add to it. If you have time during lunch, eat your lunch in your car or at a park bench, and then take a walk around the park. You can do that while taking calls and scheduling meetings. You can multitask your time, but I would actually suggest that you do it and listen to a book or some music or do a walking meditation, but move your body and stay healthy as you go through this. It's going to make you better at what you do. It's going to make you better for your family when you're done with your day. It's going to make you feel better if you're taking steps to take care of yourself. Trust me, if you have a homemade chicken salad for lunch as opposed to that cheeseburger from Carl's Jr., your body is going to thank you for that. So I encourage you to take the steps you need to take to stay healthy while you're on the road. And there are a lot of us that do a lot of work on the road. So I hope that you're hearing me. I hope that it makes sense to you. And if you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear it below. But below I will post links to some of those supplies I talked about that will help with your meal, your eating and your meal staying cold or getting warm while you're in the car. But that's it for me today. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I'm really looking forward to seeing you next week. And until then, see you later.